will the present format of ebook will remain solid, or will there be another format? It seems to me, and a lot of people had discussion with, that we are in this kind of holding zone right now.
Certainly every experience I've had of building more interactive versions, they've all failed in a spectacular way. We build these things, and in some cases we had a sort of more static, traditional formats alongside, which have sometimes worked extremely well. And then, maybe there is a format out there that will be, sort of offer something that people will actually want to pay for. But who's going to come up with it? And the investment required will be enormous.
When we tried to look at developing workflows and looking at different solutions for publishers, one of the biggest things came back was that the PDF is still really, really, really strong, particularly in journals, which you wouldn't have. It's one area you wouldn't have expected to be strong.
I think people do still like to reprint, but I think the big problem for publishers now is that people get everything for free, or are used to getting things for free. So I think at one time, newspapers, everyone would buy a newspaper, and now they're happy to read the papers which are freely available, but they wouldn't buy one. They won't buy one anymore.
During the standard production process, what little tweaks can you do that aren't really going to cost much money that will enhance the ebook? TNF is a very big commercial publisher, and ebooks have higher profitability than print books. So there was a lot of pressure to move to get people to buy the ebook rather than the print book.
Here's what some of we got the key respondent says, that open access will expose our titles to a wider audience, but revenue is less predictable. Open access represents a possible loss of income, but also a chance for increased exposure. They could potentially change our business models. It'd be interesting to get people's views, and people agree or disagree with those statements on open access. My own opinion is that it's actually swung the other way in publishers' favour now, because people can see the possible destruction of content in terms of truths and non-truths. And it's an opportunity for publishers to really, strengthen their brand and realise that, again, you can see traditional news brands are probably in a stronger position than they have been, I think, because people can see the problems with, with other media that don't have credibility.
I think what's happening in journals is that there is so much pressure to publish that people will publish anywhere. Okay. So there's this thing called predatory journals around where they're not even real editorial boards, they're not even real editors, but people publish them because they know they're going to get published. And so it's becoming a much bigger problem than it used to be, because anyone can start up their own journal now and say you'll get published very quickly. And so people submit and pay the money to publish it. So it's actually, I would argue, it's actually entirely opposite of what you suggested. It's actually much more of a problem.
From the book publisher's perspective, has there been much development in terms of open access and discussion about that?
I think a lot of concerns that I've heard come from people from more junior academics in fields that may not actually attract a great deal of funding. So those authors who just finished their PhD, trying to put together their first book, but they work in maybe the social sciences, and they're being told that for, say, the ref, their book needs to be open access. They bring it to the publisher says, well, we're going to be charging you 9-10 grand off your book. They're not going to have the funding, they're not going to have the backup of their department necessarily, particularly if they're just starting out. So in a way, you're then closing off an avenue of publishing for the next generation of academics.
Well, let's become the open access publisher of choice rather than, it's like on a menu where you've got your gluten-free option just down the bottom. You want it right at the top, so that it was seen as an excellent opportunity, both as a money-making but promotional as well.
I guess what's clear that at some stage open access itself, particularly in publicly funded research publications, will definitely ultimately play a significant role in academic publishing. And as we just discussed there as well, ultimately the opportunities and threats will vary between publishers, and depending on what type of content is produced.